Hey y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? So for today's video, we're keeping it nice and casual. We're just gonna be trying out some new makeup products, throwing together this quick and simple everyday makeup look using mainly clean at Sephora beauty products. A lot of the products that I'm going to be trying today actually came in this Sephora Favorites Sparkly Clean makeup set. This is a really good value actually. I got it for $36 and it contains $99 worth of product. There's actually 3 full-size products in here and 6 products altogether, and I was really interested in trying out some of these products, especially some of the full-size ones. So I went ahead and took the plunge and bought it, and in addition to those products I have a few other products as well that I bought separately that I'm going to be trying out for y'all today on camera to recreate this look. So if y'all are interested to see how I achieve this nice and simple everyday natural makeup look using mainly clean at Sephora beauty products, that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. Be sure to stick around till the end. But before we get into it though, I do just want to say thank you to all my new and returning subscribers out there. Thank y'all so much for sticking around, supporting my content, and helping me to grow my channel. If you are new here and you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button as well so you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, let's get into it. Alright y'all, so I'm ready to go ahead and jump into this look. Before I go ahead and do anything as far as complexion products, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this REFY, I don't know how to say this brand. It's this brow sculpt shape and hold gel with lamination effect. It comes with a brow gel side here on one side, and then on the other side you have this tool here that helps to laminate the brows and help them to lay flat. I've already used this product a few times, and I find that when you use it after you've applied complexion products, it removes the foundation and all that other stuff in the brow area, and I just don't like that look. So I go ahead and do this step before I go ahead and apply my complexion products. This has a very strong hold and it dries very fast, so I also recommend doing one brow at a time just so that your brow won't set before you're able to lay it how you want it to lay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this brow first. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run the product through, really just saturate my brow. And I'm moving quickly here because like I said, I don't want my brow to set. So I'm gonna take the tool on the other side, and first I'm gonna go ahead and just comb the gel through, and then taking the brush out, I'm gonna go ahead and lay the brows flat against my skin and laminate them. So that's what, so here's what your brows look like after you apply the product and laminate them. As you can see, it just looks nice and fluffy and full. So I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the same process on the other side real quick. Alright, so those are the brows. I'm not going to use a pencil or anything like that just because I find that the way that this makes my brows lay, it kind of seems to make them look fuller on its own. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the complexion. I'm going to go ahead and start off by priming. I'm using this Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. So this is supposed to be like a liquid version of their silk canvas, the putty primer. I used the putty version of their primer before and I think I liked it. I don't remember 100%. It's been a while since I used it. So I'm interested to see how this compares because like I said, this is supposed to be the liquid version of that. Now I've already gone ahead and applied moisturizer and SPF underneath as part of my skincare routine, but that's all I've got going on underneath this. So I've just gone ahead and applied a couple pumps to my face, focusing it on the T-zone area. Okay, so it doesn't look like the primer really smoothed my skin out all that much. I still see my texture and all that stuff going on underneath, but my skin does feel nice and tacky, not sticky, not like overly tacky or anything like that, but it does feel nice and primed, ready to grip the makeup I'm going to apply on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight into that. So now that my primer's had a chance to set, I'm ready to go ahead and jump into the rest of my complexion products. So for my base, I'm going to be using this Tower 28 SunnyDays Broad Spectrum Tinted Sunscreen. I have mine here in the shade 25 Ocean Park. So this is supposed to be like a 2-in-1 tinted sunscreen and foundation. We've got SPF 30 in here. It uses 100% mineral zinc oxide sun protection. It's reef safe. It's safe for sensitive skin, vegan and cruelty free, and won't cause breakouts. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up. It does sound pretty liquidy in the container, so I like to give it a nice shake just to make sure everything is evenly dispersed and the product isn't separated. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and apply just a little bit. This is supposed to offer flexible light to medium coverage. I have been using this the past couple of days just to get a feel for it and to get some impression of the product. I definitely think it does give pretty decent coverage even with a light layer. It does do a good job of canceling out redness, evening out your underlying skin tone while still allowing things like freckles, your natural skin underneath to peek through. So I'm gonna go ahead and break out a character here, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply this with my hands. Generally for me, I prefer to apply complexion products with either a brush or a sponge, but I find with this, it actually applies really well, spreading it out with my hands. And then if I do need to go ahead and just even it out a little bit more, I'll go ahead and follow up with a beauty sponge to buff everything in. Okay, so I think I was a little heavy-handed with my application, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce over my skin with a beauty sponge just to go ahead and soak up the excess product and buff everything in a little bit better. So I've gone ahead and buffed the foundation out with a beauty sponge, and this is what we're looking like. But this is the kind of coverage you get with one layer with this product. I mean, look at this. My skin is significantly evened out. It looks dewy but not greasy or oily. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a little bit of blush. So I'm gonna be taking this Merit Flush Balm, and this is in the shade Cheeky. So this is described as being a cool pink. I'll go ahead and swatch that on my arms. You can see what the shade is like. Now the way that this product comes, I'm tempted to go ahead and swipe it on my cheek and just apply it straight to the skin that way. And I feel like if you're doing a bare face, no makeup, and you just want to throw on a little bit of color on your cheek, you can do it that way. But personally, I've tried that with complexion product underneath, and it removed some of the foundation I had going on underneath. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and take it on a separate brush and buff it into the skin that way, so that there's minimal disruption of the foundation and whatever other complexion products you have going on underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and just buff that into my skin real quick. So that's what the shade Cheeky looks like. As you can see, it does have pretty decent color payoff. I wasn't too sure whether or not this is gonna have good color payoff or not, but I'm actually pretty impressed with how much payoff this gives. I'm pleasantly surprised with how it comes across on the skin. I think it gives a nice natural flush. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm taking this sample size of this Kosas Cloud Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Comfy, which is for medium skin tones. I'm gonna be taking it on this Real Techniques blush brush. Now I know the name suggests that this is a blush brush, but I think that the way that the bristles are on this brush, I think it works better as a setting powder brush than a blush brush personally. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swirl that on here and just set my whole face real quick, mainly focusing it on the T-zone. This setting powder is supposed to blur out pores and give like a soft focus effect. It's called the Cloud Setting Powder because it's supposed to make your skin look nice and soft like a cloud, and it's supposed to be like a filtered in real life effect. So now I'm ready to go ahead and bronze up my skin a little bit. I'm going in with this LYS Beauty No Limits Matte Bronzer, and this is in the shade Harmony, which is for medium skin tones. I'm gonna be taking it on this Fenty brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and bronze up the perimeter of my face, really focusing this anywhere where the sun would naturally hit my skin. And in addition to bronzing up your skin, we've got some good skin loving ingredients in here like niacinamide, which helps with regulating sebum production, helping to regulate the appearance of enlarged pores. It helps to fight the appearance of uneven skin tone and help correct hyperpigmentation. We've also got green tea extract, which is a really potent antioxidant ingredient, and we've got hyaluronic acid in here as well, which is a humectant ingredient. It draws moisture into the skin and helps to give the skin a plumped appearance, helping to smooth over fine lines and wrinkles. I love the blendability on this bronzer. It honestly blends out so easily. Personally, I honestly feel like this has replaced my Fenty Sunstalker bronzer as my go-to bronzer. It's just honestly that good. All right, so here is my complexion all nice and bronzed up. As you can see, I'm looking nice and warm and sun-kissed. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do a step that I don't usually do in my makeup routines. So I'm gonna be using this Saie Glowy Super Gel Lightweight Liquid Highlighter. I have the shade Starglow, which is supposed to be like a universal champagne-y color. It's not really chunky or glittery or anything like that, which I do appreciate, and it's not really a very impactful highlighter. It's more subtle and subdued. It's kind of like a MAC strobe cream. And so what I like to do is I just take like a pea-sized amount like that. I'll apply it to my wrist first, just so it's a little bit easier to work with, and then taking a clean finger, I'll go ahead and just dab it on the high points of my cheeks. I'll run a little bit down the bridge of the nose as well. Highlight right underneath the brow bone, a little bit in the inner corner of the eyes, and then I like to go ahead and hit the cupid's bow as well. And then I'll just go ahead and take another clean finger that I wasn't using to apply the product and just gently buff those out into the skin. All right, so I've gone ahead and blended that out, and as you can see, this is really good for giving like a nice subtle subdued highlight. It's really good for giving you that wet look, that glass skin look. So we're getting towards the end of this look. I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara real quick. I'm using this Ilia Fullest Volumizing Mascara. So I've gone ahead and removed the excess from the wand just so that my lashes don't look too chunky or thick or clumpy. I like them to look nice and full and lifted, but I don't want them to look like spider legs, you know what I mean? So here's the difference between lashes with mascara versus without. As you can see, they're still nice and fluffy and natural. They don't look clumpy or anything like that. It just really helps to open up my eyes and make me look nice and awake. Alright, and now I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this look with a quick lip. So the Sparkly Clean makeup set comes with this Tower 28 Beauty JuiceBalm Tinted Lip Balm. I'll go ahead and apply it for y'all so y'all can see what the shade looks like. They don't actually have a shade name for this yet, and I don't know if it's gonna be released in other shades, but I really hope so. I don't know how it's gonna translate across on camera. Personally, I don't like this color. I feel like it just makes me look really washed out. It's a really pale pink nude. It's really cool tone, really icy, and really pink. I prefer something that's a little bit more warm or neutral at the very least, and something that leans a little bit more pinky brown. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a tissue and wipe this off, and I'm gonna show you all a lip color that I have been using recently that I do love. So for me personally, I've been loving this Merit Beauty Tinted Lip Oil, and this one here is in the shade Taupe. They have another shade that I love, Au Naturel, and that's another great nude lip shade. But this shade Taupe, it really knocks it out the park. It really checks off all those boxes. It's got that nice pinky brown nude shade going on, and it's got a nice warm undertone to it. I'll go ahead and swatch it on my wrist so you can see what it looks like on the wrist. Beautiful shade, looks gorgeous on the wrist, and I'll go ahead and apply it to the lips so y'all can see what it looks like. So that's what the color looks like on the lip. As you can see, it just gives me a nice wash of color. It's like a My Lip but better color. It gives my lips a nice little shine, but it's not overly glossy or anything like that. It's not sticky or anything, and I love to just throw this on when I'm looking for a little bit of a pick-me-up. But with that being said, this is it for the completed makeup look. This is a full face using mainly clean beauty products. We did use a couple that weren't clean at Sephora, but overall this is a full face using mainly clean beauty products. Let me know what you think of this look down in the comments below. Let me know if you've tried any of these products or if you're interested in trying any of these products. If y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below. And if you have any ideas for any future video topics, be sure to leave those down in the comments below as well. Like I said, if you haven't already, if you are new here, just be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button as well so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, I should be back shortly with new content. Bye.